Alex, an astronaut on a solo mission, found himself hurtling through the cosmos. His spacecraft, the Stardust, had encountered an anomaly, a swirling vortex of iridescent light. It pulled him across vast distances, depositing him onto an uncharted planet. He was stranded, a lone human in an alien world. His heart pounded as he gazed at the unfamiliar constellations. The planet was a vibrant tapestry of colors, unlike anything he'd ever seen. Strange luminescent flora illuminated the landscape, casting an ethereal glow. Crystal-clear rivers meandered through valleys, and towering mushroom-shaped trees dotted the horizon. The air was thick with the scent of exotic blooms. The silence was broken only by the gentle chirping of unseen creatures. Alex felt a sense of wonder mixed with trepidation. He activated his communicator, hoping to establish contact with Earth. Static filled his helmet. He was utterly alone, cut off from everything he knew and loved. He stumbled upon a city, a marvel of architectural ingenuity. Buildings carved from shimmering crystals rose towards the sky. Flying vehicles zipped between them, leaving trails of sparkling dust. The inhabitants, tall and slender with iridescent skin, moved with an otherworldly grace. He was soon approached by guards, their armor gleaming like polished gemstones. They communicated through telepathy, their thoughts entering his mind as clear as spoken words. They introduced themselves as Xylosians, inhabitants of the planet Xylos. He was escorted to the royal palace, a magnificent structure of pulsating crystal. King Theron's decree was unexpected and unsettling. As a gesture of intergalactic unity, Alex was to marry the king's daughter, Princess Lila. The king believed this union would bring prosperity and harmony to both their worlds. Alex was taken aback, his mind reeling from the suddenness of it all. He had barely arrived on this planet, and now he was being asked to marry the princess. The king assured him that Lila was kind and intelligent, a worthy bride for any man. Princess Lila was known for her unconventional appearance. The day of the unveiling arrived, a day filled with both anticipation and dread. Alex was led to the royal gardens, a place of breathtaking beauty. Exotic flowers bloomed in every color imaginable, their fragrance filling the air. Waterfalls cascaded down crystal cliffs, creating a symphony of soothing sounds. He stood before a veiled figure, the silhouette hinting at a tall, slender form. The king stood beside him, his expression unreadable. The court held its breath, waiting for the unveiling. Alex felt a tremor of anticipation mixed with fear. The veil was lifted, and Alex gasped. The rumors were true. Princess Lila's appearance was striking. Her skin was a mottled green, her eyes large and bulbous. Her nose was long and pointed, and her teeth were sharp and jagged. She was far from the conventional image of beauty. The wedding ceremony was a grand affair, a spectacle of Xylosian tradition. The palace was adorned with shimmering crystals and luminous flowers. The air was filled with the sweet scent of exotic perfumes. Music, unlike anything Alex had ever heard, filled the air, played on instruments made of polished gemstones. The ceremony was a vibrant display of Xylosian culture. Alex stood at the altar, his mind a whirlwind of conflicting emotions. He felt like a pawn in a cosmic game, his destiny decided by forces beyond his control. He glanced at Lila, her green skin shimmering in the light of the crystal chandeliers. He tried to imagine a future with her, a future on this alien planet. He wondered if he could ever truly adapt to this strange new life. He repeated the vows, his voice hollow and devoid of emotion. He placed the ring, a band of shimmering Xylosian metal, on Lila's finger. The consummation of the marriage was a Xylosian custom, a ritual performed under the light of the triple moons. It was a symbolic act meant to solidify the union between the two worlds. Alex felt a sense of unease as he entered the bridal chamber, a room filled with glowing crystals and soft, pulsating light. Lila, still in her wedding attire, awaited him. Her large eyes, though unsettling at first glance, held a certain depth, a hint of vulnerability. Alex reminded himself that she was as much a pawn in this situation as he was. They performed the ritual, a series of symbolic gestures and chants, under the ethereal glow of the moons. It was a strange and unfamiliar experience. But Alex found himself strangely moved by the solemnity of the occasion. He began to see beyond her unusual appearance to the person beneath. As the ritual concluded, a sense of peace settled over the room. The next morning, Alex awoke to a strange rustling sound. He opened his eyes and gasped. Lila, his bride, was bathed in a soft golden light. The light emanated from within her, transforming her before his very eyes. Her mottled green skin began to soften, taking on a warm, peachy hue. Her bulbous eyes narrowed, becoming almond-shaped and sparkling. Her long, pointed nose shortened, becoming delicate and refined. Her jagged teeth straightened, forming a perfect smile. The transformation was breathtaking, a metamorphosis from the grotesque to the divine. Alex watched in awe, unable to believe his eyes. The creature he had married was gone, replaced by a woman of extraordinary beauty. The golden light faded, revealing Lila in her transformed state. She was stunning, a vision of ethereal beauty. Her hair, once dull and wiry, now cascaded down her back in shimmering waves. Alex was speechless, his mind reeling from the transformation he had just witnessed. He had married a creature of unconventional appearance, a being shunned by her own people for her looks. Now she was a vision of exquisite beauty, a goddess among mortals. He felt a pang of guilt for his initial revulsion, for his inability to see beyond the surface. He realized that true beauty wasn't about outward appearance, but about the kindness and compassion that resided within. Lila, despite her previous form, had always possessed these qualities. He had been blind to them, blinded by his own prejudices and preconceived notions of beauty. He now saw her with new eyes, recognizing the true beauty that had always been there. He reached out and touched her cheek, his fingers tracing the delicate contours of her face. Her skin was soft and warm, her eyes sparkling with an inner light. As the days turned into weeks, Alex and Lila spent their time exploring the wonders of Xylos. They flew on the backs of giant bioluminescent birds, soared through crystal canyons, and swam in rivers of liquid light. They shared stories, dreams, and fears, their bond deepening with each passing moment. Alex learned about Xylosian culture, their history, their philosophy, and Lila learned about Earth, about human life, about Alex's past. With each shared experience, Alex's affection for Lila grew stronger. He was captivated by her intelligence, her wit, her gentle spirit. He discovered a depth of character, a strength of will that he had never encountered before. He found himself falling in love with her, not for her newfound beauty, but for the person she was inside. Lila too found herself drawn to Alex's kindness, his courage, his unwavering optimism. She had always felt like an outcast, shunned for her appearance. The Xylosian people rejoiced at Lila's transformation. They saw it as a sign of good fortune, a symbol of the prophecy's fulfillment. They embraced Lila as their princess, their future queen. They celebrated the union between their world and Earth, a union they believed would usher in an era of peace and prosperity. A grand coronation ceremony was planned, a celebration of Lila's ascension to the throne. The coronation was a spectacle of light and sound, a vibrant display of Xylosian culture. Lila, radiant in her queenly attire, ascended the crystal throne. The crowd erupted in cheers, their voices echoing through the palace. Alex stood beside her, his heart filled with pride and joy. He had found his place in this alien world, a place he never would have imagined. He looked at Lila, her eyes shining with happiness and gratitude. She had gone from being an outcast to a beloved queen, her transformation a symbol of hope and renewal for her people. Alex and Lila ruled Xylos together, their reign marked by wisdom, compassion, and a deep respect for all life. They fostered peace and understanding between their two worlds, bridging the gap between human and Xylosian cultures. They initiated trade and cultural exchanges, sharing knowledge and technology to benefit both planets. They established a new era of intergalactic cooperation, forging alliances with other civilizations throughout the cosmos. Their love story became a legend, a tale whispered among the stars. It was a story of unexpected love, of transformation, of destiny fulfilled. It was a testament to the power of connection, the ability to see beyond the surface and recognize the beauty that lies within. It was a reminder that love knows no boundaries, no limitations, no expectations. Alex never forgot Earth, his home planet. He maintained contact, sharing his experiences and discoveries with his fellow humans.